Hi, this is Michael William Denny, the ThunderWizard.com YouTube channel. Welcome back. We are in phase 4 of the Ascension process. Now, in this phase, phase 4, what we're going to do is we are going to get our energy back that we have that's stuck in the past. What happens is that when we go through experiences, traumatic experiences where we feel we've been victimized or hurt, what ends up happening is that our energy gets stuck in those time zones. I mean, the past is still happening. So the good news about the past is that that you can go back and change it. Now, if you don't change it, then the past continues to affect you and continues to affect how you create the future. So if you want to change your future, you have to change your past. So that's what we're going to do today. And this, first, let me give you the understanding of how this happens. How do we get harmed by other people? So, you know, in the previous Phase 4 Ascension series, I talked a little bit about this, and I told you to make a list. Remember, I told you to make a list of all of the experiences where you still find yourself angry or afraid or sad when you think about something that happened or something that somebody did to you, and you're still living it out in some way. You're still angry with them, you're still sad, and it's still affecting you, whatever it is. If you haven't, please go back and watch the first part of the Phase 4 of the Ascension series. So hopefully you have that list. Now, let me tell you how this works. What happens is that when we go through circumstances that are traumatic for us, you know, somebody hurts our feelings, somebody actually harms us, somebody steals from us, we didn't get what we wanted, we didn't get the job that we wanted, whatever it is. What ends up happening is that we end up believing something about ourselves that is not true. Because let me take you back to one of the main assumptions that is crucial for you to become successful in this path and to learn to be able to achieve your highest potential. And that assumption is that you are in fact omnipotent and eternal. That you have this omnipotent eternal soul within your body that is experiencing this life. And that this life is a video game for the soul. You choose to incarnate so that you can learn all kinds of ways to become omnipotent. And the way we do that is by creating challenges for ourselves. So sometimes when we create these challenges for ourselves, we actually get stuck in them. It's like being stuck on a level of a video game. You can't get past a certain level. This is what happens. So it happens primarily because we forget. We forget that we are omnipotent. And so we go through a challenging experience where we walk away with a falsehood, such as, you know, somebody thinks that they're not smart, or they're not good looking, or they're weak, or they're stupid, or whatever it is. And I'm not minimizing it. These can be crippling. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get our energy back, because if we're still living, you know, living today with resentments and reliving things that happened in the past, it means that we haven't resolved it. It means that it's still going on. It is still sucking the life force out of us, and it is creating within us false assumptions that we throw into the future, and we keep creating these false assumptions and these false realities that aren't really who we are. And so we're not fulfilled. So we're going to free all that up. So here's what you're going to do. I want you to bring to mind, take the first thing that you've put on your list. It's probably a big one if you put it on there. You know, something happened to you, somebody did something to you, something didn't go the way you wanted, and it was traumatic. What I want you to do is to remember that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through the first exercise, and then once you learn how to do it, then you can do it to each of the successive things on your list. Does that make sense? So go ahead and take a look at your list, look at it, remember the incident, remember who it was, and before we do that, I want you to have that, you know, ready to go. Before we do that, we're going to empower ourselves. So we're going to do the Hool breath. So remember the Hool breath. If you haven't seen it, please go back and watch the Hool breath and then come back to this video. So you're going to do the Hool breath. You're going to sit and you're going to either sitting down or lying down or however that you do the Hool breath. You're going to inhale very deeply. And you're going to chant silently the Hool breath. I'll chant it out loud, but you do it silently. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Okay, keep your eyes closed. Continue to breathe deeply. Feel that power. Feel the power of earth and heaven connecting. Feel the power of life force energy as it flows through you. And remember that you are infinite, timeless, and immortal. Now, continue to stay in that meditative state. I want you to bring to mind the first traumatic event that you have on your list. See it unfold in front of you. See the surroundings, see the people, whatever it is, see it in front of you. See yourself. So it's like you're standing on the edge of the scene and you're looking into it and you can see yourself and the other people or persons or person that may have caused you some trauma. I want you to allow yourself to see yourself feeling angry, fearful, hurt, whatever it is. And remember that you now are infinite and immortal. What I want you to do right now, while you're feeling all of this power within you, is I want you to walk into your old self, like you're going to walk into yourself like you're going to put on a costume, and that you're going to walk right into who you were, and you're going to stop whatever the negative feeling is and feel the power that you have. Then I want you to address the people or the person or the situation that caused you the trauma, and I want you to say very calmly, stop. And see everything go on pause. I want you to look at that person or those people or that situation, and I want you to say this. I release you from the illusion that you are a victim. I am sorry that you feel like you are victimized and that you must harm me. I release you completely to become your fully empowered divine self. Now, watch that person, place, or thing turn and walk or be pulled into a divine bright white light, and feel them becoming completely empowered. And now I want you to step out of your old self and do the same thing with yourself. Take yourself by the hand, look at your previous self in the eyes, and I want you to say this. I release you from the illusion that you are a limited victim. I now empower you to become completely, totally released and empowered And then watch yourself, your previous self, turn and walk into that divine bright white light. And now just spend a moment standing in front of that bright white light and just continue to breathe that power into you and realize that that is what you are, that you are completely infinite and omnipotent. And now what you're going to do is you are going to walk into that light and feel yourself becoming 100% empowered. Breathe, release the incident, and come back into your normal state of being. Okay, so there you go. I want you to do that, get used to that. And now that you've done it once, I want you to go back and do that in every instance. Now, if you had an emotional experience, great. If you felt something, great. But if you didn't, it doesn't matter. The reason for that is because we are working on our unconscious mind. And we are teaching our unconscious mind to release all of these attachments. And you're going to see as you go through that list, whether you had an experience or not, you're going to feel yourself getting your power back. Okay? So that's the meditation, that's the exercise. If you want to learn more about how you can create the life of your dreams, how you can learn to actually control and create your own personal reality, then I want you to follow this link to the Master Shamanism class. We're getting into some very deep things. We're going through the runes, but go ahead and start from the beginning and get yourself up to where we are. Also, I recommend getting a Vedic astrological reading, and there should be a link below in the YouTube description that tells you how to get a Vedic astrological reading. That gives me a lot of information on how I can help you overcome a bunch of past life and karmic stuff that may be preventing you from having all of your energy in this life. Anyway, if you like this channel, please subscribe, like, comment, share it with others, put it on Instagram or Facebook or whatever the heck, Twitter, whatever the heck people use these days. And until next time, remember that you are infinite, you are timeless, and that nothing can harm you without your permission. Talk to you soon.